Good morning, boys and girls. It is Thursday, May the 20th. Today is a D-Day. Mrs. Cottle has PE, Mrs. Hoover has PE, Mr. Lewis has music, and Miss Montemayor has art. Remember to repeat this to yourself for the rest of the week. My future is bright. My future is bright. Okay, so we started this um, word problem of the day. And so let me read it, and you guys can pause the video before I read it and get your math journals out so we can continue this. Remember that we always fold that page over so we can come back to it. So hopefully that's what you guys did. Let me read the word problem. The mailman had 29 letters and 56 packages to deliver. He delivered 34 of the packages in the morning. How many items did he have left to deliver in the afternoon? So, as we were working on this the other day, I noticed that a lot of us had stuff in the data. Some of us, not very many of us, but some of us actually did go over into the strategy. So, and then I was visiting with people and talking about what actually did happen in this story, what was happening here. So who are we talking about here? If you said mailman, you're correct. And what did the mailman do? Yes, he delivered packages and letters. So that's what we will put is the mailman is delivering letters and packages. And look, I left the S off of my letters. So let me fix that real quick. Okay, it's going to stay like that. All right. And so the mailman delivered some letters and packages. He delivered some packages in the morning. How many items did he have to deliver in the afternoon is going to be our question today. So pause the video, take a little time to jot this down if you need to, and then we'll move on to strategy. Okay, so our strategy, what do we need to do first? When we look back at the word problem, the mailman had delivered letters, 29 letters, and 56 packages, or had 29 letters and 56 packages to deliver. Now look at this keyword right here, and. What does that keyword tell us? Yes, it is telling us that we are going to add. So we'll do this. We will add first because the word and is between two numbers. That's the easiest way to look at this one. There is another way. I'll talk with you about it tomorrow. And then it says, how many items did he have left? And when we see those words, how many items did he have left? What did he have left? That tells us that we're going to subtract. So I put we will subtract because we see the phrase how many left. Okay, so I'm going to pause. I want you to pause the video and write this down in your strategy. Then we're going to move on. Okay, boys and girls. So the strategy, you have it written down, you have data written down. Please put your math journals in your desk, and we're going to move on. Okay. Our lesson objective is students will be able to construct polygons by using its attributes. Attributes. Now remember what attributes are. Okay. Polygon. Remember a polygon is a plane figure with at least 3 straight sides and angles. So we have some examples of polygons here. An attribute is a quality or feature regarded as a characteristic. Basically, what we're doing with attributes is we're describing something. You've done this in science. You described attributes of rocks: smooth, soft, hard, pointy, rough, those kinds of things. All of those are attributes of rocks. We're just talking about attributes of the shapes, of the different shapes that we're looking at today. Okay. So what you guys are going to be doing is just practicing, and I do put this page up on Google Classroom for you, and I just want you to just practice drawing some shapes. Okay, and so I'm going to make my pencil a little thinner because I don't want the shape to be too thick. And you can, if you want to, use your ruler. I'm going to draw a triangle like that. And my pencil's still just a little bit too thick. Let's see if I can make it just a little. I'd like it to be in between there if I can. Okay, and then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to draw a square. Oh, that's kind of a sad looking square. So let's see. Okay, so I really wanted to stop right there. When you're drawing a square, remember that all four sides, sorry about that, all four sides are the same length. So you can easily count the dots and make your square because all sides are the same length. Okay, and then we could draw a rectangle. Okay, we could draw a pentagon. With 5 sides. That's kind of a rough pentagon. I think probably not exactly what I needed to do, but still we have 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 5 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So just on your first page, you're just going to practice drawing some shapes. Just drawing any shapes that come to mind that we have learned. Okay. Then we go to Orgo, and this is going to be uploaded on your lesson as well. This one is asking you to do some specific things. This one, as you read it, this one says, draw a triangle with exactly 2 sides the same length. So if we're going to do that, we could do this and this. And then this side is not exactly the same size. These two are the same size. This one is longer. So a triangle with exactly 2 sides the same length. And then over here, it says a rectangle with all sides the same length. We're going to talk about what else that's called in a minute. But if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. And I'm going to go 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 dot, 5 dot, 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 dot, 5 dot, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, it said a rectangle with all sides the same length. What else would we call this shape? What else would we call this shape? If you said square, kiss your brain because you are brilliant. Okay, so remember, what are we going to do today? We're going to construct polygons by using the given attributes. We're going to construct or make polygons by using the list of given attributes, which is what's in your Orgo. Now remember, what does the word attributes mean? You've used it in science, and now we're using it in math. What is attributes? All right, guys, I'll see you later.